Live 2022 GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everybody. We have gone through two best of threes. Both are 2-0s. And this next best of three, I think would be another 2-0 as well. It's going to be Dark versus RagnaroK.
Well, RagnaroK has been playing well, like very, very, very well recently. Last season, he did fantastically top 6. Here he is, and he's undefeated still. Is also like he could pass Dark in this group. It is a possibility, but he does need to win here, obviously. Otherwise, Dark is 4-0. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm still getting used to the new RagnaroK, where he's back to playing very aggressive, but he's very smart about how he's doing it. It's very well planned. Is that going to be something that he can pull off in Zerg vs. Zerg against Dark?
I mean, if he could do it here, that would be insane. I do feel like Dark is a very tough CVZ opponent. I mean, look, it does seem like one of the safer statements to say about StarCraft 2 nowadays is that Zerg seems to be the strongest race.
What?
If you're going to be, I know, how dare I? I know I've triggered a couple people to say that.
Listen. Raynor 4-0'd Rat-a-tat with Protoss. There's nothing wrong with Zerg.
That's right. Oh, thank God. The game's perfectly balanced. But if you're going to be a world champion, you better be able to beat Zerg, whether you're a Protoss, a Terran, or also a Zerg. And Dark appears to be very much on top of his game. So you'd have to imagine that this was not going to be something that's going to be a threat. Now, maybe RagnaroK's got something special planned out here. By the way, RagnaroK, is he still on the fence for advancing? I'm not totally sure.
It's already locked. Like, the only thing is, what place is he going to advance it?
Okay.
And if he beats Dark here 2-0, and then he beats Bunny 2-0, then he will be in first place.
That's kind of crazy.
Wait, no. Beats, yeah, that's how it has to go down, because he already has 2 map losses, and this is Dark's last set, and Dark has 0 map losses so far. So, yeah, basically he needs to clean out the night perfectly to get first. Otherwise, you know, Dark advances to round 4.
All right, guys, game 1 on Hardwire. Let's go.
Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Dark. Alpha X. RagnaroK.
So, builds are completely mirrored, at least for now. Both going hatch first, probably into gas and pool.
I guess that's kind of the big thing, excuse me, that we're looking for, right? Is someone going to pull the trigger super early on here? And like just slightly later gas here for Dark, no biggie. And yeah, this is I mean, this looks standard. So the next thing that we should be looking at is when they make the 3rd hatchery, does anyone make a lot of lings? Right? ZVZ has gotten pretty measured out for this early game, right? You both go hatch first, and the next thing is the 3rd base.
Yeah, if there's not a crazy cheese, yeah. There could be turtling on 2 bases where the other guy goes 3rd base. I guess in theory you could have 2 guys both turtle on 2 bases, but that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, there's very few 2-base builds. I haven't seen one in a while.
It also seems like the 2-base turtling is a reaction to the 3 base, where you're going to try to tech your way out of this. But we've got Link Speed started over here for RagnaroK. No Link Speed yet here for Dark.
Yeah, he did get that gas just a little bit later. I bet you he'll just start it momentarily.
Turns on the second of. Yeah, there it is. And yeah, to be honest, guys, if you're a caster, ZVZ is when they're doing this is probably one of the more difficult things to cast, since there's nothing that's actually happening that's different yet.
Some might call that easy.
You're right.
Just stare at that production tab and wait for the plume of lings.
2 queens here. Now 2 queens there. 3 drones here. Now 3 drones there.
There's those third bases, and now we wait. Who's going to get aggressive here? When will the Baneling nests come down? These are the important questions. Baneling nest for Rag. Baneling nest for Dark.
And Artos has said this earlier, but we want to see, does one side start to make a lot of lings while the other's making drones? It looks like we're getting the hint of that here now.
Yeah.
3 drones here for Dark, 6 lings right now for RagnaroK.
Yep, there we go. That's it right
18.
there. So
Are we that surprised?
No.
I feel like if I was a top Zerg, this is the same build I'd do too. I'm like, well, let's try our luck. It just,
absolutely.
you know.
No, I mean, sometimes you get in there and you get rid of the third and you just have a really nice advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's what RagnaroK's going to be looking for.
I mean, we had about 18 lings just hatched there. And is he already kind of anticipating giving this hatchery up? He's making lings now, but he's already made a wall in over there at the natural.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he is anticipating that this is going down, so he just cancels. Okay. Gets his banelings out. Like, he's safe. He's safe, and he is up 6 workers at the moment, but you can... Like, look, RagnaroK starts 6 drones. He has a third base, so he gets better saturation as well. More larva. Like, this is looking good for RagnaroK right now.
Okay, so, you know, what kind of game does RagnaroK want to play from here on out? Oh, look at that. Banelings high-fiving by each other. Oh.
Oh, looks like Dark actually... Oh, my...
Oh, he lost 15 lings.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Well, Dark actually is in a very bad position now.
Dark making a lot more lings.
Yeah, his third hatchery has been remade. Already the Roach Warren has started here for RagnaroK.
I'm like a little bit shocked. That's not something that we see that often, that you lose a huge group of lings into a Bane, which is probably part of the reason why our observer was not even looking at that, right? You're not like, oh, I wonder if this is going to get a lot of lings. This isn't Wings of Liberty anymore. It's not likely. But, well, I mean, let's see here. RagnaroK, with those extra larvae, you can see he's up 9 workers. Roaches starting to be produced. A lot of lings coming out of Dark. Roach Warren gets started as well. That +1 carapace. Dual upgrade for Ling Roach.
Okay, Ling's coming back. Good catch over here onto the side. Oh! Now, again, we saw Dark really miscontrol early on there. And I don't think he can afford too many more of those. You know, it seems like right now, RagnaroK is basically parrying every attack that comes at him. He's getting roaches now. He's getting the missile upgrade. 8 more lings, 4 more roaches. I mean, he might actually just win this game, Artos.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Like right now, he definitely has the lead. He's had the lead since he forced to cancel on that hatchery. Looks like some spines are going to get started. That shows that Dark is a little bit panicked. That was a reasonable Bane. Roaches coming out now as well here for Dark. A lot of Ling Bane for RagnaroK. So he is definitely coming in for the attack now. One of the main things he's going to want to do is target down some of these Banelings. Okay, well, the Banelings just run into the Roaches.
Yeah, more Bane's going to come in here looking for a target. Oh, the Spine Crawler stays alive. That's pretty big. Link's coming in at the last second. The Bane does go off to take out the bulk of them.
Yeah, Dark's going to hold this. Just straight up.
I cannot believe that. Dude, that was such a clutch transfuse.
Yeah, keeping that spine together there after all those Banes hit, very, very nice. And he has his own counterattack going now. He's going to pick off this Queen at the third.
And just to go off to that attack that happened earlier, Artos, is also to pull the Lings away from the Bane.
Yeah.
And basically just get a little bit more tanking ability. I mean, that is Dark in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Right there.
He, like, doesn't care when he gets behind. This is the sign of, like, a true champion. It's like, yeah, I'm behind, but I can outplay him. Amazing to see. And now he's starting to put the damage on. Like, he has killed off a good amount of workers here. Look at this. He's going to get a Ravager. Going to continue to kill off Roaches and drones. Like, Dark is still down 9 workers, by the way. So,
dude, I don't even...
GG. Dude, He lost his third hatchery.
It cuts to RagnaroK, and he just explodes in his chair. Like, that's how fast things get. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Just the floor opens up, and he just falls into a pit. I can't believe how it looked like we were about to see RagnaroK win, and then Dark, like a kung fu master, blocked every attack. That was insane.
The amount that Dark is outplaying everyone tonight, like he's been in bad positions in Game 1 against Creator and against RagnaroK, like very bad positions in both. He just sits there and comes back. It's like, oh, no problem. There's plenty of room here for me to come back and kill you. So, yeah, Dark, like, I mean, Maru and Hero are going to have their hands full trying to take Dark down this season because he really does look stronger than everyone else.
Dude. That might have been the most impressive game of the entire night. It sounds weird to say, but like
he was behind in every metric.
He lost the hatch
in a mirror.
Yeah, he lost the hatch. The setup for the attack to work was, well, hold on. Actually, then he lost 15 lanes.
Yeah.
Trying to put on some counter pressure, so that backfired.
Yeah.
It looked like everything was lined up perfectly so that that timing attack would shut Dark down. Dark microed that so perfectly that he flipped the game on its head, had the exact ideal amount of lings in his own counterattack to kill the queen to soften the third base.
Yeah. Came in, finished everything off, and that was it. And it's just like, what do you have to do to beat this guy?
How long of a period of time between the failed attack from RagnaroK to the loss of RagnaroK was there?
Like a minute and a half?
Yeah.
It's about, a minute to a minute and a half.
It felt like for most of that game, RagnaroK was like, I don't know, like Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid, like sneaking through there and taking everything down. And then he turned into both of the Home Alone burglars.
Yeah.
Like at once. Like all of the Home Alone traps were working at the same time. Paint cans on ropes.
Yeah. And
door
the thing
handles
is,
too hot. Yeah.
Yeah, Dark also, he was what's like the most brutal villain from a movie?
Like Darth Vader? I don't know. Is he a brutal villain?
I don't think he's that brutal.
He's not that brutal, you're right. Actually, Darth Vader, not that brutal, to be honest.
Look, he's the guy that makes you put the lotion on your skin, okay?
Yeah.
He made RagnaroK put the lotion on his skin, on both the burglar skins from Home Alone, okay? And he just came in and he killed him, and he wore both of the suits at once.
That's right.
So,
because it was cold outside that day.
Yeah, when you get the first skin suit off, man, it's the other burglar. You're like, no! But it's not really.
It's Merv. This one's so much bigger. How'd you fit it inside there?
Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Dark. Alpha X. RagnaroK.
It's a rude awakening for RagnaroK that last game.
Well, I mean, what do you really have to do to beat him? Like, how far ahead do you have to be?
I feel like you lose that game like RagnaroK, you're like, that's why I don't win GSLs, but Dark does.
Yeah.
If you ever wondered, if you ever wanted to just have a reason why, you go, look at that game.
Yeah. It's like, because he's a lot better than me.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how sometimes you say this isn't like whatever, it's a math problem or something?
Yeah.
You have some saying like that.
It's like a formula. Yeah.
But we were almost to that point. It's like he's got it's like 33 drones to 43 drones, and there's also another hatchery and more larvae and more units of every type.
Yeah.
And his upgrades are further along, and Dark's like, no, I got this.
Yeah. It was insane, man.
Yeah. And the first game against Creator was like this as well, where it's like these people are bashing Dark. You know what it is? Dark is just so super resilient and so relaxed and calm at dealing with everything. I think he mentally disables people. Because, like, after that game, would you feel like you had any chance to win this series?
No, I would actually not want to be a pro gamer anymore.
Yeah.
If I had just had that game that happened to RagnaroK, where it's like, literally, I had one more step.
Yeah.
The first 3 parts of my plan worked.
Yeah.
All we got to do is part 4. We close it out. Okay, I'm a pro gamer. I put the hours in.
Yeah.
And then the way that Dark looked in that last game was like, whenever you see these like military guys that can like be blindfolded and then take apart a gun entirely, and then like reload the gun again immediately.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like back there in that attack.
That's true. It's like Jason Bourne or something, right?
Yeah.
The gun comes at him and it just falls into pieces. But then Dark realizes he has the Infinity Gauntlet. He just makes him disappear. He's like, I don't know. I also have the skills to disable the gun, but I also have magic powers. So
I'm also Magneto, and I can control the metal. And
yeah. I'm like, oh, it turns out you have a lot of fillings, RagnaroK. Should have brushed your teeth. He's like, no, it hurts so much.
Oh, my God.
That's how I get my kids to brush their teeth, man. I make them love Magneto, but also fear him.
Oh, that's so funny. So, 12 lings here for Dark. This is 3 base to 3 base. It does appear that it's going to be Dark who's going to choose to aggress. Are we never going to have a game where they just both go drones? That has to happen.
No, we do sometimes, yeah. It's funny to look at, too, because they both have so few lings.
You're like, so nobody wants to, you know?
It's like each guy has 6 lings and 2 Banes, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
I feel like there was opportunity here.
So the shoe's on the other foot in this game. Dark's going to try to come in here and do some damage. This isn't as quick of an attack as what RagnaroK did, by the way. Ooh, Bane trades out.
Yeah, but RagnaroK has enough here. He will push this back.
But 2 more Banes are going to come in. An unfortunate spot to try to morph this Bane.
Oh, the Queen getting surrounded. Oh, my God. Look at these Banes just walk up and keep everything off him. Okay, starts to wiggle in here.
22 more lings are coming. 1 Bane is making right now for RagnaroK. I don't see where it is. And he's making roaches, so he's basically trying to squeeze in as few Banes as necessary and try to get the roaches to tank the Bane splash damage.
You just all in it from here?
As Dark?
No, as RagnaroK.
Oh,
Like he's
just
making
trying to
a lot of roaches.
attack?
Yeah,
maybe.
Because I mean, if you're
worry.
playing against Sling Bane, Roach Bane is like, you know, it's very solid. Like the Lings can't really surround the roaches if you have a few Banes with them.
Yeah. No, you just sort of have this like untouchable death ball.
Okay, he's droning. He's droning.
Yeah.
There was a fair amount of roaches made, though.
Well, he's got more on the bottom of the map moving down here. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are Lings. He's got very fast, small roaches moving down the bottom of the map.
That's wild, yeah. Is there a smallness upgrade now?
Imagine that. Imagine you can upgrade an Ultralist to be the size of a Viking that's landed.
Dude, that would be so strong.
They're so much better.
Imagine that, like level.
That would be the worst RTS game ever.
If you, everything is supposed to have 3 upgrades, right?
Yeah.
So like level 3 smallness, like your stuff is all Zergling sized.
You just have really fast Ultralists running around, surrounding stuff.
Dude, imagine that. It's like you're playing zoomed out. You have like 20 Ultralists that are the size of Zerglings. And you're like, go, my babies. It's like your ant farm.
Oh, the Lings are going to come in for a counter. Could get some drones. Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Holla at your boy. So, right now it's still RagnaroK, a little bit on the defense.
A few more drones right now.
Yeah, he's really powering up here.
A bit too. He's getting that nice +1. Carapace though finishing up for Dark here. Is Dark going to pull the trigger and attack? Yep. Here we go. He's making more Lings. He does have a slight roach advantage as well. How many drones are we going to go up to? He's up 10 drones right now. Dark is making a lot of units.
Little counterattack here, a bit indecisive.
Meanwhile, RagnaroK is making a lot of gas, man. He doesn't have any larvae either. This is not looking good. That's a decoy taste, so these other roaches can come in.
That's right.
This surrounds those roaches. Oh my god, that's a lot of Banes coming up. All right, good luck, roaches. RagnaroK being hunted right now. Oh my god. Dark just looking unbeatable, man. this. He's up 20 army supply.
Okay. Well, when Dark's losing, he can win, and when Dark's winning, he can really win. We should probably see GG here. There's no more queens in sight.
So Dark didn't lose a map.
Yeah.
Not a map.
This is a little bit of
some of the best
foreshadowing
players. Yeah.
to the GSL finals, soon to be. GG, Dark takes it. All right.
That's pretty insane.
I feel like I barely got to cast that ZVZ. I feel like we started it and then we ended it right away.
Yeah. Well, Dark is just too nasty. Goes right to that round of 4. Certainly looks like the strongest player in the tournament, despite how good Maru and Hero look. RagnaroK will still be advancing, but not in first place.
No, not in first place. Okay, so Dark, I mean, clearly the big threat of the entire season of GSL Season 2. He advances in a flawless fashion through the round of 10 into the round of 6. I guess I should say the round of 4, actually, right? He'll be
Yes.
right up at the
Right
top.
up to the round of 4.
All right. Interview time, Andy. Go ahead.
Dark defeats RagnaroK in a ZVZ match, and Dark is now finalized in the first place in the standings. Congratulations. Thank you. So your round of 4 advancement is confirmed. So how do you feel, Dark? Well, I feel really happy. I feel very comfortable now. I mean, I made a little bit of trivial mistakes in the beginning, but I'm really happy to have finished on a high note. So during the group stage, you did not yield a single game to your opponents. Did you expect to go undefeated in the round of 10? I mean, a little bit. I did expect a little bit. Actually, I was joking. I did not expect to go undefeated, but I'm really happy to have made a score. I mean, the previous match was amazing to watch, but this one was on another level. The Zerglings and the Roaches. And you know, I was wondering if you could fend off RagnaroK's Roaches, but you were able to pull it off. I was really surprised to see that. So what kind of mindset did you have? Well, after the Zerglings got exploded by the Banelings, you know, I was not in a good spot, and then I was trying to bite the bullet and trying to make things easier for me. I mean, this is world-class Dark. So, do you personally think that play was world-class level? I will tell you that after I win this season of GSL. So in the video interview, Bunny actually said, you're strong because your skills come out from your pockets. So can we play like you if we put our skills in our pockets? I mean, you could try once in a while. So continuing on from DreamHack Valencia, many fans are expecting you to win this season of GSL. So before you go, anything you want to say to your fans? Well, every time we win GSL, it's always the beginning of the year. So in the round of 4, I'm going to try to do my best and try to win that and then move on to the finals of GSL. So that was an interview with Dark, who just finalized the first place in Group B. Congratulations. Thank you.
Whoa, Tasteless, is that Dark skill in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I can't believe how much he dominated, man. And yes, it is a skill in his pocket. Guys, we'll be right back for PVT next.